Hello. Today's topic is how to be able to motivate yourself. Actually, I think in order to motivate yourself, you need to be able to have enough energy, enough focus, and the right level of alertness. And I think many people have this false um, assumption that you need motivation to do anything. I believe you need to have a certain level of motivation, but not necessarily all the way to 100%. Otherwise, there are times you may not get things done. I think back to what I said in my second video about light at the end of the tunnel. I think this can sort of relate to the second video actually. Sometimes you get motivation when you see the finish line, but I think you can still tell yourself that you don't even need to see the finish line to go straight towards it, right? So you don't really need to wait till you have maximum amount of motivation to do anything. Well, it depends on what you want to do, the context. And I think I myself made a mistake, and I wish people don't make that mistake. Is that this could relate to procrastination? Um, like if you, let's say you want to go hiking, and the weather's bad, so your motivation is down. Or even when the weather's good, you just don't feel like climbing 10 kilometers. Just just don't feel like doing that. And if you have a plan to do that, I'd say like you could actually trick your mind into thinking you have motivation. That's the angle this video will be about. Like you can trick your mind into thinking you have motivation when maybe you don't have motivation at all. So for example, for the hike one, you can if you live in an apartment or if a park is nearby, you just go out walking, and so you're physically doing something, right? So when you do something, you're actually inching closer to the same amount of feel for doing the actual thing. Like for example, the mountain. Like if you don't feel like climbing the mountain on Friday, what can you do if it's, let's say today's Monday, or today's Thursday, like when this video is posted, and you want to do Friday, let's say afternoon hiking, then before that you can do like climb up some stairs, walk in the park, do something physically familiar that's sort of same as walking up the mountain. And that's how it goes. Like if you there's a saying, well, not a saying, well, it's more like if you move towards the goal, the better. Then you have motivation to close in the distance along the way, right? So, and also like skiing. If you don't feel like skiing on a Saturday, Friday, you could do something like watch a television about people skiing. Anything, anything that can make you like motivate yourself. Step by step, meaning motivation. I think people underestimate, like I did. Like, so some people underestimate this, not everyone. I tend to underestimate like small steps towards the goal. Like mathematically, of course, you can get to the other side if you keep going forward. But I'm talking more of the feel of like going forward can propel you to keep going forward. And if you have a huge amount of homework to do, if you're like high school or university, and you just don't feel like doing it, let's say a long essay is due, let's pretend today's January 1st. If an essay is due December, you might not feel like starting it, right? Like if it's due next week, of course you hopefully want to start ASAP. But if it's due December, guess what? You may not even start till like 2-3 months in. But my suggestion is just do a bit each day. Wait, scratch that. Do something each day. It doesn't have to be just a bit. You could push yourself. You could do something more than just a little bit. But if you outline on a piece of paper, or like what to say in an essay, or just collect the books, that's if it's an educational essay for maybe a research topic, you could just borrow the library. Borrow the books from the library, and then you can get the feel of this inertia moving forward. And I think that's important. And that can actually prevent procrastination. Maybe today's video is kind of like a part B of the first video that I did about like how not to procrastinate, and I had a certain angle from, a very great TV show, Wednesday, and I recommend everyone watch it if you haven't yet. And yay, season 2 is out. Will be out. Very excited for that. But going back to my essay analogy, if you have something due on December and then you start maybe like January, why not? Just maybe January, just focus on collecting facts, or like just jot on a notebook, or like plan out what to say, and then just keep going, borrow the books. If you move closer, and just even if you don't feel like it, if you move forward a little bit or move up a bit, up the mountain, anything, you will find that, hey, you can actually continue and carry on, and the momentum will help you to reach your goals. And however hard a goal is, it can be broken down into little pieces, and you just have to dominate each pieces. Like, just make sure you do it correctly. And if you have like an essay, and you can reserve like a little bit of time. My suggestion, if you're in university, my suggestion is to reserve a little bit of time at the end for corrections. Like, is the citations properly cited? Is there any edits to be made? Like, if it's due December, of course, pretend it's due September, right? Or October, or even November. See, this is a procrastinating mindset. But no, actually, yeah, and what I'm saying is just basically leave gap for correction. And that's so important. The sooner you make the mini steps towards the goal, you'll find you will not only have a good quality, you won't feel rushed, and you will have more time to yourself in fixing it. And also fitness. I also have my own fitness goal, and who knows, maybe by 30th video there will be some changes, and leaning towards unrealistic, but you gotta aim high, and then while you aim high, you just step by step crawl towards your goal. And I think that's a very valuable skill. And the story about a rabbit and turtle, yeah, just keep going. The turtle knows what he's doing, or what she's doing, we can't assume. And yeah, I think that's very important. And don't be like the rabbit. But I like rabbits. Maybe there's a sequel to that story. The rabbit woke up and just sprint forward. Who knows, right? So step by steps, and those little incremental steps can self-motivate yourself, and you don't need to have full motivation before you continue. Otherwise, it's procrastination. But start from somewhere. Point A to B is better than A to Z, in the sense that you can motivate yourself to get to Z eventually. Thank you for hearing my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. It will motivate me to continue. But I really sincerely hope this shed some light or even motivation. And if you find my video helpful, go share it with friends or family. And could be a interesting topic to talk about, actually. And God bless. Hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah, on a random topic soon. Thank you. Bye bye.